Shalom, coming back with another lesson in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wakakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles of the great millstone who well. Peace and salutations to all the fellow laborers of the old for elect tabernacle of David, scattered through all the four corners of the earth. And I'm entitled this lesson, Stop Trying to Cover Your Shame, Esau. And this is based from an article, the Epoch Times, or should I say the Epic Times. And basically what's going on is you got YouTube, which is the thought police, part of the thought police that's under the control of big tech. Um, they're doing damage control because when you go and look at these videos where you see, different um, mainstream news outlets on YouTube showing, the inauguration of, Biden and Kamala, and when you look at the number of dislikes compared to the likes, it's very disproportionate. And that speaks very, very great volumes. All right, that speak major volumes, man. Because what is they showing you that the people, they're not happy. They're not happy with who is being set over them. They're not happy with the policies that are being enacted. They pretty much are realizing that shit is gonna get more freaky. All right, it's gonna get more freaky. It's gonna get more dark. More and more of their freedoms are gonna get took. And this was the perfect guy, for the elites to use. So really, the people are speaking, and now you got YouTube trying to cover, cover their shame because it's being shown. All right, this speaks volumes. And what's interesting, this is kind of like if you was to go into a movie review site, where they give you reviews and they give you ratings. And then you got comments of people that went and saw the movie and they're giving their honest opinion in ratings and reviews about the movie. That would be like those sites that does that would be changing the ratings and deleting all those comments and reviews saying that these are a bunch of trolls. It's all spam. Don't believe the ratings. Just to cover for the movie, the horrible, terrible movie that got released that everybody saw and thought was trash. You see? So, the same thing here. YouTube is trying to cover up for this devil. But, the numbers are showing. Nobody's feeling this, man. And that's how you know there's going to be major resistance. All right, it's great division. And, you know, we have yet to see, all right, where things are going to take us. It's going to be rebellion. All right. But going into the article, you see the headline, it says YouTube deletes portion of dislikes from Biden video, says it's spam. That's all just damage control. Those are all just, troll pages. They're not real people that's thumbing it down. It's all spam bots. No, man, that you just you just trying to cover the shame for this devil, man. Okay, the world is not feeling Sleepy Joe. All right, him being at the forefront, him being the chief officer, and knowing that Babylon is the whore that rise the beast, and basically is over all the kingdoms of the earth. Everybody got to pretty much bow in submission, to all of the wickedness, man. Okay, the democracy, the you know the communism, because that's basically what they are ushering in, Marxism. immorality. That's what Joe and Kamala represents. All right, and they're gonna bring more tyranny. It's gonna be way worse than Donald Trump. So it says YouTube deleted what appears to be thousands of dislikes from videos on the official channel of President Joe Biden's White House. The company said as part of its regular efforts to remove engagement it considers inauthentic. This is all just narrative spinning, damage control. It says people on the platform noticed that dislikes have been disappearing by the thousands from several White House videos and started posting before and after screenshots on social media shortly after the incoming administration took over the channel and published its first videos. Now, what we notice is some of the videos that you probably haven't focused on, the ones that you did come across, you basically start to change the level of likes and dislikes. You want to change the proportion and the numbers. You want to even it out because everybody's gonna go to these videos and see that the majority of the people ain't with you. Okay, and this is this devil trying to spin it. This is part of his his witchcraft, man, because they like to do mind control. All right, they want to do the thinking for the people. So don't worry about the dislikes. It's just trolls. It's inauthentic. It ain't real. That's why the scriptures say they love to speak. They like to lie rather than to speak righteousness, man. They just can't tell the truth. This is reality, man. There's more anxiety, from the transition into this new administration. There's more anxiety, man. More concerns from the people, especially when this devil want to, further lock things down, bring more tyrannical, draconian legislations. Look at all the executive orders he's just signed, man. A few days in, he wants to mandate mask on all federal properties. He wants to. You start signing laws for the transgenders, man. You already know this finna be Obama 2.0. Psalms 52 and 2 it says, "Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness." And YouTube, they've been showed themselves. I mean, it's controlled and owned by Google, which is owned by an Amalekite. Okay, and you already know what time they own. So anyway, it says the screenshots indicate a total of at least 16,000 dislikes were removed from at least 3 videos. Even after the adjustments, the 5 videos on the channel had about 14,000 likes combined versus nearly 60,000 dislikes as of 3:30 p.m. on January 21st. In response to a screenshot, and this is how you know that this devil will be messing with the likes, the view counts and everything. Because sometimes, you'll put up a video and you'll see a number of likes before you even see views. They be messing with the view counts, you know. So this devil, he's just, he wants to control everything, man. Anything that goes on any platform that they control, they're gonna manipulate it to their wayward agenda, man. It says, in response to a screenshot of one of the videos, YouTube told the Epoch Times that it's monitoring engagement on the site to detect and remove activity it considers spam so that only engagement it considers organic remains. The mechanism worked as intended in the case of the Biden video, the company stated. So as long as are pro Biden, all right, and you're with, the New World agenda, and you're giving nothing but good comments, then that's organic. All right, that's authentic. But as long as you voice your real opinion and it goes against, the popular which really is actually based on the number of dislikes to likes. Is actually popular. It's becoming popular to despise this devil, man. You know, but this devil wants to make it to where, you know, your mind, your mindset, your way of thinking, and your opinion, it has to coincide with, the status quo. The agenda, and this is why they want to regulate all content on the internet. That's why censorship is going to continue to increase. They're going to get more stricter. They're going to start throwing more and more. I think he signed recently a bill, and basically he wants to wage war against what they call domestic extremism. Okay, now you already know what they mean by uh, uh, um, extremism. Anybody with a belief system that goes against this setup. Basically, if you go against the beast, they're going to be aiming to knock all those videos down and make sure that you have no access to them. So basically, we're in the midst of an info war because Esau, he's in the midst of trying to cover his tracks because too many people are exposing it. And the more he gets exposed, the more despised he's becoming. You see? So anyway, let me get a scripture because prophecy said this would happen. Let's go to Obadiah, verse 2. Obadiah verse 2, it says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised." Okay, you becoming more and more insignificant. People no longer trust you, and they no longer see you as honorable. All right, you're one who can basically you could bet your best bet that you cannot trust this devil with any fiber of your body, man. He's untrustworthy. Okay, let me read some of the other translation. It says. NLT, it says, "The Lord says to Edom, I will cut you down to size among the nations, you will be greatly despised." NIV, "See, I will make you small among the nations, you will be utterly despised." Okay? So the Lord's going to make you, insignificant, man. Basically, nobody believes you anymore. And that's of the Lord's doing. Let's go from there. Let's go to Isaiah, is that 32 and 6. Yeah, let's go to Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32 and 6. This is what's happening. It says, to like your verse 5. Isaiah 32 verse 5, it says, "The vile person shall be no more called liberal." And Esau, he's vile. All right, Joe Biden, all right, he's a representation of the vileness of Esau Edom. All right, all you got to do is just go into his history, man. You know, all that freakism, all that sexual perversion that surrounds him and his family, him and his son. They still don't want that information to come out that was in that Hunter Biden's laptop, man. You know, they were scared like hell. Like, damn, is Trump gonna bring this shit out on us, man? So I hurried up and got rid of Trump quick. But he's a vile individual. They all are vile people, man. And it tells you that in Psalms the 12th chapter. When the wicked walk on every side, when the vilest man is exalted. And that's why, all the freaks are gonna come out and triumph and celebrate. All the transgenders and the dykes and the feminists and the gays, This is their win, so they're the only ones that's really happy. This is a victory for them, but for the rest of the world, this is a disgrace, man. It says the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. And basically, let me read it in another translation. NLT, it says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Because that's what they're trying to, paint Sleepy Joe to be. This guy's he's a straight demon. I saw the video I did last night. That motherfucker was channeled, man. It says scoundrels will not be respected, and the disproportionate dislike to like ratio is testament of that. This man is not respected, man. The whole administration. You got a female vice president, you know, who has a history and pretty much along with her massa, or who's married to an Amalekite. She has a history of just oppressing her own, well, not her own people, because she's not one of us. She's a tear. But they're using trigger words, to try to get our people to think that she's one of you just because she happens to be you know a person of color. Not every person of color is your people. Even the other nations know that. Jake is the only one that don't understand that. You see, but anyway, there's no respect, there. Even though mainstream media would have you believe, okay? It says, no longer will the fool be called noble, for the scoundrel be highly. It's like nor the scoundrel be highly respected. And a scoundrel is a snake in the grass, dishonest, untrustworthy type of motherfucker, man. You know, he's that person is up to no good, a scoundrel. All right. Um, Eastern Standard version, it says the fool will no more be called noble, nor the scoundrel said to be honorable. All right, and they tried to honor this guy, but really there's no real honor there. All right, and that's why there's going to be a sedition among the people, man. All right, so let me go from there, and I'm gonna end off with Habakkuk. There's Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." All right, basically, you devils are becoming more of a disgrace. Every day, even among your own. You know, Edomites are in disgrace with other Edomites, and that's why they're divided. And a kingdom divided cannot stand. It's all downhill. All right, and things will not go back to the way it was. That's over with. All right. So anyway, I thought it was interesting to see, and matter of fact, you can do it yourself. All right, type in Joe Biden inauguration, and when you go to these channels that covered it, you'll see that there's more likes than dislikes. But before YouTube did what they did, it was way more dislikes than likes. Well, you see this one is there's double dislikes than likes. But I'll notice also that they had the chats off. They didn't want nobody talking on there. Okay. And and really, that's like putting a mask. All right. That's like digitally putting a mask on everybody. Shut the fuck up, man. We know what y'all saying. We know what y'all whispering about. Well, y'all shut the hell up and watch us, put this guy in power over you so he can be a tyrant over you and take away more of your rights and your freedoms. Okay? That's what's happening, man. They made sure they turned all those live chats off that was covering this whole demonic ceremony. All right. But anyway, that's pretty much it. And I'll leave a link to this in the description box. Lord willing, this was edifying. Call Loyum Lai Yahbashim Yahushai. Until the next lesson. Shalom.